But thank you all for being here today to focus on 31-1 Burgundy Street. We're standing here at what appeared to be, or appeared to the public to be, a retail business called Kulture Fashion. Today I stand with some really phenomenal partners to announce that this storefront was in fact a front for large-scale narcotics, sucking the life out of one of our more historic neighborhoods. The seizure that you see behind me is a result of an intensive, months-long, multi-jurisdictional investigation. And I believe it sends a very clear message that we will not tolerate criminal enterprises trying to operate in plain sight. This outcome, again, was a group lift. This is a product of sustained, coordinated work across local, state, and federal partnerships. And standing with me today, you've got on my left, District C Councilmember Freddie King, NOPD Major LaJean Roberts, Bureau of the ATF Special Agent in Charge Joshua Jackson, Homeland Security Investigations Special Agent in Charge Scott Robles, and Public Affairs Officer Angelina Vicknair, Louisiana State Police Sergeant Jeff Thierot, Chief of Screening Andre Godin, Director of Strategic Initiatives on my left, Daniel Shanks, and Blaise D'Antonio of Bond and Asset Forfeiture with my office, who has been keeping his nose to the grindstone on all of these cases. This team standing here today represents the best of interagency cooperation, more than you've seen at any other time in this city's history. I want to recognize and thank District C Councilmember Freddie King, who has been a staunch advocate for public safety, not only here in the French Quarter, but across the West Bank and every neighborhood he serves. As you know, Councilmember King has one of the most difficult districts in that he's got the East Bank and the West Bank. And he has stood shoulder to shoulder with law enforcement and prosecutors to make sure that all of the communities that he oversees are safe, are vibrant, and are supported. Thank you, Councilmember King. As has been widely reported by your news stations and outlets, this is not isolated. This operation and this seizure are simply the latest. I think as I walked up, Josh Jackson said one more, and one more coming soon. This is just one more in a long series of efforts that we have made as a team. We've worked together to disrupt narcotics operations, gun running operations, and cycles of violence in our community, because narcotics and guns, that's what breeds violence. We've been persistent. We followed the signs, we followed the evidence, and on many occasions we have found fire where there were signs of smoke. That persistence is deliberate and is necessary, and none of this happens by accident. The success you see is possible because of a truly high quality investigations and intelligence gathering and well-planned enforcement operations that you're going to hear about. These stings and these investigations were well crafted and were carried out with professionalism and with precision by the teams you see behind me and many others that aren't standing up here today. Sergeant Terrence Hilliard of the New Orleans Police Department, who could not be here today, I want to thank him for his work in co-leading this operation. He deserves a big thanks. Special Agent Craig Blair, who has led an agent on 80 to 90% of these operations that have resulted in seizures. I want to thank him for his efforts. The combination of the intelligence and tactical expertise has allowed us to identify supply routes, document transactions, and conduct controlled purchases, which will help us deliver convictions in court. All of this work in coordination with our NODICE program, our NODICE team, has truly been dynamic. This crew is firing on and clicking on all cylinders. The NODICE initiative has been one of the most, I believe, transformative initiatives that we've seen in recent history. The work of this group, the work of Special Agent in Charge Josh Jackson, who's going to walk up here and walk you through some of the finer points of this work. It's truly been extraordinary. And with that, Daniel, let me bring you up to walk us through some of the details on this.
Sure. Thank you, DA. My name is Daniel Shanks, and I'm the Director of Strategic Initiatives at the District Attorney's Office, and I run our New Orleans Data Informed Community Engagement Program, which is NODICE. The goal of NODICE is to make New Orleans safer by being smarter about how we approach violent crime. And we start all that with being data-driven, mapping the locations and concentrations of crime, and then analyzing the criminal activity so we understand the patterns and the environmental conditions that breed that violence. Armed with that, we team up with our state, local, and federal law enforcement agencies, and we develop a plan, a precise strategic intervention. And with that, the heavy lift then goes to law enforcement. They develop locations, they develop targets, they do controlled buys, they execute search warrants, and that's exactly what happened here. After those search warrants are executed, it's on the DA's office to dismantle the criminal operation that's performing as a retail business, and we do that with our Title 40 seizure laws. And I just want to commend the Joint Task Force of the ATF and NOPD Special Operations Division TAC 2 for their flawless work here. They developed this target, they surveilled it, they did controlled buys, and they executed the search warrant with the assistance of HSI, of Louisiana State Police, of Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office. And because of that, we had a return of a significant amount of narcotics, over $150,000 in drug proceeds and illegal firearms. And as the DA said, this is a tried and true method. From this working relationship and this strategy, we have shut down New Image Market, 24-Hour Tire Shop, Claiborne Car Wash, Algiers Car Wash, and today we stand to the shuttered Kulture Fashion. And I'm just extremely proud of the work and the cooperation and the coordination of this multi-agency task force. And we will not stop. We will continue, and we will continue to stand up for all New Orleanians who want nothing more than peace, safety, and justice. Thank you.
Daniel, thank you for your efforts in this regard. And thank you for realizing that we can do more together than we can do in silos. You know, you can make an arrest or two, or you can arrest 10 people at a time. But that area and that void, it gets filled with other folks that come in and commit crimes as well. But when you take a place, a hub of criminality off the street, you make it very, very difficult for them to backfill and come in and keep reoffending and keep plaguing our community. I want to bring up Councilmember King, who is one of those council members who keeps his ear to the ground in every single neighborhood. And when he hears something, whether it is problems at Iggy's down the way, whether it is New Image or whether it is Kulture, he makes sure that he's coordinating with law enforcement so that he can deliver for the people of his district. Councilmember King.
Thank you, D.A. Williams. I want to start off by thanking this district attorney's office for being smart on how they attack crime in this city. This is another example of that. The district attorney mentioned Iggy's. Although not a part of the seizure program, it was a problematic bar that really disturbed the quality of life for the members of that Maryland community. This is one of several seizures done throughout the city and one of several done in this district, District C, both East and West Bank. And I know that the district is a little bit safer, the French Quarter is a little bit safer, and our city is a little bit safer. Also mentioned, this is not anything done in the silo.